And there he is, our NSOSA player. He's starting at the bottom right of Entombed Valley. His teammate got defeated just a few seconds ago. And now it is time for
NSOSA Seiji!
to turn the tides of the battle to make this work against a very strong Zerg opponent, against the Zerg that we've seen a couple of times. And now he just defeated Jakji. He's up against the Protoss player now to the top right of the map. In the blue, we have
TSL Kyun!
Oh man,
Why don't we have this on screen?
I wish we got this, man.
I want this on screen. Why?
This guy is actually, he is, well, you guys,
It's too late.
All right, you guys saw it for a second, but he actually has a sign taped to his face, and he is screaming and eating pizza and drinking hot six.
You should have seen this, how he timed it. He actually had the sign taped to his head. He has the pizza in front of him. He had the slice in his hand. He was waiting, and then when he was on camera, somebody must have told him or poked him. He started eating it, and suddenly he started shouting. You got the last second of it,
And
but
now
it was
he's shaking
so
like
funny.
crazy, man. Like, we might see him on stream again because there's another sign that may come, but I'm actually... Alright, he took it off, but he actually created quite the quite the stir in the studio.
He was on the Korean stream, so the Koreans had it on camera.
Go watch the Korean VODs, by the way, if you guys want. If you have premium service, you can do that.
And talking about the premium service.
Yeah, talking about the premium service. Well, she didn't tape that to her head, but she's next to the guy who did. Talking about the premium service, there's a trial right now that lasts for a few more days. If you go to GOMTV's forum page, the top listed thread actually has all the information you would need about that. You can try it out for 3 days. Make sure that if you, for some crazy reason, are not wanting to continue with it afterwards, you cancel it, otherwise you'll get charged. But this probe does block the hatchery. Hyun, as a result, takes his third faster.
You should definitely check it out. Go to GOMTV.net, and then in the navigation bar you click on forum, and it's the first thread. It lists up everything that you need to know. There are all the bullet points. It lasts for another week, so you can actually check out the monthly subscription. In my personal opinion, if you're interested in esports and StarCraft 2, it's the one thing that you should definitely get, because it gives you all the content that the GSL has to offer. And GSL is the best league out there, has the players at the venue every single time, and there's content every day of the week. But check it out, and if, as Wolf mentioned, for some reason you want to cancel it, then do it. And you have all the information in the thread, guys. But you would be crazy not to at least check it out, because it's basically a week of perfect content for free.
But if you cancel, if you do that, I won't like you anymore. That's all I had to say that.
That's harsh.
I will make an advertisement, and at the end of it, I will say, I hate you. We do see the gas has been taken at very normal timings for Protoss. He's not doing any shenanigans or taking his gas as natural to try to trick the Overlord. He's just playing this very normal. No +1 just yet, as his core has only now begun. The third base, he's going to try to scout for that with his probe, and he will in fact see it. Verifies it's still there, sees the creep. Now he's going to swing around to the natural, and this Zergling will not deny him. He's going to be 100% aware of his opponent's third expansion. May decide to try to go into the main base to see for gas, since there's only one Zergling chasing him. He could do that, but he's deciding to save the probe instead.
We've casted this map in the last few days a couple of times, and every single time we were explaining, and I want to do it again, how this map usually works. But what we have to point out as well is that the normal style is something that we did not see just lately. Normally what you see is a very, very late game oriented game, because you have a Protoss player that falls back on 3 bases, has the options now of adding additional attack to his strategy, and will end up taking a 4th, not engaging too early, get the mothership in order to prepare for Brood Lords, and a Zerg player who just gets control of the map and tries to crush the 4th. But this is where most of the battles occur. This time we have a transition into Stargate for the NSOSA player, and the one thing I want to point out is that just lately a lot of Zerg players are suddenly faced with Protoss who play very aggressive, especially with gateway units, which is something that we probably won't see from Sage here, but there's always the option of going for a 2-base all-in as well.
You're right. With this Stargate, he will be spotted very soon. There's an Overlord in position. He's going to float in very soon from the left side. Oh, look at this, though. He's going to kill the Overlord on the right side. You guys didn't get a shot of it, but this, more importantly, perhaps, while he kills that Overlord, he's killing drones. The Zealot, now already up to just 1 kill, may get the second, does get it. Bit of an oversight there, actually allowing that second drone to die, but The Zealot will not escape.
No, he won't. But still, the Zealot, he was definitely worth it. He killed a little bit of mining time. He took down 2 of the drones. That was well done. At the same time, taking down the Overlord. So far, so good. Well played here by Sage.
Look at how well Sage has actually trapped these Overlords. He does not leave anything to chance. That Overlord does see his Stargate, but before the Void Ray came out, he's already working on it. Third base planted. We're going to see a Void Ray expand into the third. It's not like a regular Void Ray expand off of one base into the third, or rather into the natural. It's just using Stargate play to expand. He's going to get a Robo very soon. He'll likely use his Void Ray to deny creep. There's the robotics in the production tab. So he's going to use his Void Ray to clean up Overlords, clean up the Watchtower, and start to deny creep. He's probably not going to kill any Queens with this. Phoenix that he's making is very late. Just wants to scout with this as much as he can, deny creep, and this is the best way, I think, to play Stargate. This is what Zergs have started to figure out. Genius, one of the first players to start doing this. He's going to maybe get a drone or 2 here, but he's not going to overcommit. Look at this, forcing some units off the line, slowing down mining a little bit. As long as he doesn't lose the Void Ray, it's totally fine. Even if it's damaged.
I was actually once again trying to sneak in here, but he has already set up the perimeters to take his third base, and this is gonna work well. He already has the commands, and the Nexus basically out, but the Wallin was just in time to deny the Zerglings access to the third, so well done here. And if you see how much he chrono boosted his economy, we already have him on 51 harvests against 53, and well, he's able to bait out the Hydra then. So the Hydra then comes, but once again, we have drop play.
And with this Hydralisk Den, not only is it good against the Stargate, but if he goes for a Hydralisk drop, something that can end games at these positions is pretty good. It's a really good build to do. This pylon is spotted, but he will not have anything for the Warp Prism. 3 additional gateways going down. Oh, you're going to see some heavy harassment here. He really wants to kill these rocks at his third, as he is fully walled there, so in order to get units down, or to transfer probes, you have to do that. It's actually using a probe even to kill that wall. And the Void Ray just continuing to harass. Going to be up to 3 kills after this one. Kept his probe alive at the 4th base of the Zerg. The Zergling's actually not spotting that right away. I love this Void Ray.
2 Phoenixes getting a third right now. The problem is, well, the Phoenix don't really, if there are only like 3 Phoenixes, he does not really have enough to make sure that all these Overlords are going to die close when they move in. The Wall Prism is something that is really going to be interesting though, because with the the Overlords that he killed, there's a lot less detection. Oh, but he spotted it. Yep. The Zergling spotted it, he sees it. Nice, that's important. Just spotting it once is already enough to make sure that you are at least aware of what's coming, so you can prepare.
Now the Phoenixes are going to the natural. He may just drop in the main base, try to cut the Hydralisk out. This is so bold going for this.
The thing is, if he really drops here, he can move forward with what he has, and so far he has no idea that there's a drop coming, and if he uses a good timing...
Is he going to force a cancel on his hatch? It's going to be so close! No, he will not. Well?
No. Why would you move back? You cannot save the Void Ray. It's already too late. Try to kill it.
Well, now that the pylon's going up, he's going to just target it down with Zealots later, but
coming back to the thought.
He knows that the Hydras are coming. He's got his robotic support bay up, but he doesn't know
about drop.
Yeah, he doesn't know about drop. He does not have Colossi ready yet. We're not even going to see drops right away. Okay, here they come.
But that's the thing. He does not have Colossi. And usually you are fine because you can rely on your force fields, you can rely on your ramp. But with the drop that he has, with the timing that he hits, he will be able to drop into the main base or the third, and there is not going to be anything to shut it down. There won't be any Colossi, and then the Hydralisks, they will reign superior regarding to the Gateway army.
Yeah,
Hydralisks,
he's just going to drop on top. Good. Okay, now he sees the Overlords.
Doesn't matter.
He's going to want to drop on top of these units. Now, the first Colossus is being chrono boosted out. He's got 2 additional gateways. He does have a ton of sentries, but the Overlords are going to ignore those. See how good his micro is here. It's all going to come down to the splitting. He's waiting a lot here. The Colossus is almost out. Guardian Shield goes up. Force Field's down already. Stalker's warping in, but the drop is right on top.
The drop of Doom is going down, and immediately he's trying to lift a few units. He's 1 Colossi. Is 1 Colossi going to be enough without range? I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it, man. And these Overlords, they are persistent. They are starting to drop creep. And this is going to be it for our NS Hosa player. He has no chance, like you said. Didn't know about the drop. Robotic Support Bay was late. He got a Twilight Council instead. Not helpful against this, and he is going to die. Slide down to
perfect
71.
timing. This is a time that is very similar to one that players like Shed used for quite a long time on Daybreak when they saw Stargate opening. They knew that Colossi tech would be very much delayed. And Hyun is using this to his advantage. He knows fully well the Colossi will be late. He gets the drop play immediately, goes for the Hydralisk. This is exactly what Sage tries to bait because he wants to counter with Colossi, but they are too late. The drop play makes sure that the ramp is not going to be an issue. And Hyun takes game number 2, and the score is 2-1 for TSL. Hyun once again fighting here.
Now, if you are facing Hyun, man, you better look up to the skies because he is either going Muse, he's going drops. Watch out for this guy. He might even Nidus you. Gotta be careful about that, so you gotta look up the sky for where those overlords are given vision. This guy is a scary opponent to face, an aggressive Zerg, loves to attack, and I think maybe he gets a little bit of that from Polt. Who knows? I actually spoke to Polt during the last break that we had. I asked him, I just said, Polt, just tell me, are you coming out today? And he goes, I don't know. And I was like,
he always says that.
He's like, no, I don't know. And I was like, well, I said, would you consider you or Symbol to be the ace? And he goes, I don't know. I'm like, Polt, come on, man. Give me something here. I said, so what's your best matchup right now? And then he looked serious for a second. He looked serious, and he looked at me, and he was like, I think, well, actually, I don't know. I didn't get much information out of Polt, but I tried. I was looking forward to talking to him because Polt's English is actually like as good as ours practically at this point, and I really love talking to the guy. I can talk to him about it.
Apparently he doesn't like talking to you.
I guess not, man. Thank you for that.
You know I always have your back.
Yeah, you really do. You really do, man. That's why we make a great team. Well, the next player for Innisosa will probably not be a Protoss, I don't think. Not this early, not this soon.
I mean, we have still 2 very good Zerg players. Do you send out a Zerg for ZVZ now? Freaky?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If you're going to send a Zerg, you don't send Seal now. You got to send Freaky. It's got to be Freaky. It's going to be Infestors. And then, you know, Freaky actually can do well against Terrans as well. We saw him play a crazy game against Bomber on Daybreak just a few days ago, but that was not your typical Terran versus Zerg that he won.
How many players do you have left? You have 3 players left. You have still... Who do you choose as an Osa player? You choose a Protoss maybe?
Right now...
2 Zergs? Seal and Freaky?
Seal, maybe Seal, Freaky, and possibly Tassadar. Maybe Sculpt as well.
He's sitting to the top left. There he is.
Tassadar.
It is another Protoss.
Tassadar, known for his all-ins, especially recently, has not been playing very much macro. The reason's unknown, but he's been used mostly as a sniper. Still in Code B, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe he qualified this season. And we'll find out right now. Yep, I was correct. He did not qualify. Yeah, I know he played and got decently far, but did not actually finish it up.
You know what Tassadar always reminds me of? Like a little bit how he moves and how he looks like? Ace.
Really?
A tiny little bit, yeah. Just a bit of a resemblance, I think.
For some reason, when I see Tassadar, I think of he and Von having similar styles. I just immediately think of him. And then for some reason, I don't know why, I think about monkeys.
You think about monkeys?
I think about monkeys, guys. During the break, you can think about monkeys, too. You can think about the guy you can see in the background there. It's a little bit creepy over the GSL logo. I am going to take a 5-minute break, as will you. See you in 5.
About 15 past me, dawn, and I still be saved like a piggy bank on it and build me all that I couldn't, wouldn't, and shouldn't have been. I